Looks like we got something. Hey, everybody. There's a little bit of a delay. It'll be up in just a second. Just need a teleprompter. If I could just get that, would be good. Hey, everybody. How you doing? On time. That's insane. Musicians don't do that at all. I'm Mark Wayne Haygood, and it's my honor to be here this evening doing what a lot of folks are doing these days, and that's coming to you virtually. And all that means is you don't have to load up and unload a lot of gear into something, but you do have to move it around. And we decided to be outdoors. It's a beautiful evening, slight wind out of the north. This wall will block us on the back porch of the home I grew up in, Sweetwater, Texas. And the goal here this evening is to raise money, and not for me. I'm a blessed man, and that's why the name of this show is Pay It Forward. And the whole idea is pay it forward to something that is a good cause. This was a good idea, but it's not showing up real well on the camera. But what we've got here is a lot of pictures of the Sweetwater VFW. And that's who we're raising money for this evening. Again, my name is Mark Wayne Haygood. Tonight, I'm glad to be streaming an acoustic show for everyone on Facebook through Facebook Live on my personal Facebook. Monitor, please. Scroll her up. I don't have this memorized. Anyway, it's on my personal Facebook page, Planet Texas, and also on the Texas Country Music Association page as well. And we appreciate those guys doing that. So it'll be streaming on the Texas Country Music Association page, and it'll be also streaming on my personal page and on the page Planet Texas Virtual Open Mic, the Facebook page of the radio show I do once a week, playing Texas country and red dirt Americana. And the whole idea is play music for your enjoyment. It capture your attention and then ask you to make a donation online. It's safe and secure to do so through Venmo and through PayPal. And every penny that you donate will go to the Sweetwater VFW to help them get a new roof so it can be added to the historic structure. Sweetwater VFW has been home to weddings, parties, memorials, and every kind of celebration imaginable over the years. Many veterans met their wives at VFW dances at the Sweetwater VFW. Hole Nix, a popular name, who used to fill the place up on weekends with music, and since then, carrying on a tradition, his son Jody Nix has played there as well. One thing you could count on when the weekend rolled around, the VFW was open, and a good dance band was going to fill the air and the dance floor with music. When you walked through the front doors, you were greeted with warm smiles, friendly faces, and most of all, a whole lot of military history. The walls were adorned with pictures of servicemen and women, including a section for those who gave the ultimate sacrifice, something we just took time to remember yesterday, especially for Memorial Day. Many, many special New Year's Eve memories rang out the old and in the new at Post 2479. I personally learned how to two-step and dance out at the VFW when I'd go with my parents as a teenager. I never dreamed that I'd one day come back and have the opportunity to play on that very stage with great musicians, even looking down and watching my dad gracefully navigate the dance floor. I had watched my parents many times scoot across that famous wooden floor. Oh, and it's famous. Over 2,000 square feet of the smoothest and best dance floor for miles and miles in any direction. But time has not been kind to the famous Adobe-style, almost mission-like building. I say almost mission-like because it at first glance has a kind of the Alamo look to the facade. In 2019, the VFW had to shut its doors because of structural damage to the roof. For anyone who knows much about construction, if you don't have a foundation in a roof, you don't have anything, and everything around it will start to fall. The roof doesn't just need repaired with some flex seal here and there, it needs a new roof. For a structure that big and that old, it isn't cheap. The VFW is, of course, a nonprofit entity. They don't have the funds on hand. For the safety of all, they necessarily had to close the doors until the repairs can be made. So tonight's event is about raising money to put the roof on the VFW, get her shine back up, and celebrate reopening the doors for veterans and anyone else to once again be able to look forward to a weekend of dancing, socializing, buying a veteran a drink, thanking a veteran for their service, and honoring all veterans by providing a historic venue that honors their service. There are two links, a PayPal link and a Venmo link, They're at the bottom of this screen, and they're also at the on the Facebook feed. You can donate securely and safely to either link, and that is my name on the links. But rest assured, I can promise you, each and every penny you donate will go to the VFW Roof Repair Fund. I'm not taking a single cent for what I'm doing this evening. I'm volunteering my time for the VFW, for our veterans. I will furnish to the commander a printout of each and every deposit into both the Venmo account and the PayPal account, and write them a check for the entire amount. I grew up in Sweetwater my whole childhood until I went away to college. After that, I was led to South Carolina back in '91. There I grew our family, having 2 more daughters, started a business, and have enjoyed the wonderful people of that great state, forming friendships and bonds that will last a lifetime. In 2015, I started coming back to Sweetwater, Texas part-time to look after my hero, a veteran, my dad, and since then I've split time between Texas and South Carolina. I married a South Carolina girl. How could I be blessed to spend time in these 2 states? I can only thank God for that. They are so similar in values, beliefs, friendliness, and pride. I've often said I think the 2 states should border each other. They certainly would make great neighbors. Much of Texas was settled by folks from South Carolina. And I say all that to say this. I have friends and family watching this show tonight and listening from South Carolina, and I wanted to have something for them to donate to as well. And yes, to my South Carolina folks, I would love for you to donate to the Sweetwater VFW Roof Project. It would mean a lot to me and to the veterans of this area. But if you want your donation to go to a more local need, I have established a link to donate to the Harvest Hope Food Bank of South Carolina. It's an organization that feeds the hungry all throughout South Carolina, but more specifically with an office in Florence, South Carolina, servicing the entire PD area. Just go to harvesthope.org. That's harvesthope.org, and click the donate button. Your donation will go straight to them. It's a safe and secure donation to the Harvest Hope Food Bank, harvesthope.org. So that's why we're here. I'm going to play over the next hour for you music from my prior 2 CD albums, songs from my favorite artists, and give you a glimpse of a couple of songs from my upcoming CD album called For Hey Good Change. I play, you donate. It's a just cause, and we're doing it just cause. Let's get started. It always starts with a pick. I want to thank Becky, who's running that teleprompter, because I did not have all that memorized, and is also checking our sound for us tonight. Appreciate you, Becky. You married a musician. That's on you. We're doing a fundraiser, so there's a lot of hope involved. We're going through a pandemic, so there's a lot of hope involved. That's relegated a lot of musicians and artists to playing shows like this. Again, thanks to the Texas Country Music Association for letting us put the show on their feed. I'm a member. I'm a proud member, and we support the Texas Country Music Association and all they do, and I'll have plenty to tell you about that as we go along. Wish these pictures were showing up. It's beautiful pictures of the VFW inside and out with the links. Maybe as the sun goes down, it will. But we're talking about hope. So here's a song called Hope that I wrote from my first CD, one with the band I played in South Carolina, called Out on Bond. Hope is something you hope for. Love is something you need. Belief takes a whole lot of faith, man, and life's a lemon you gotta squeeze. Church is for a believer, heart's for lovers of earth. Faith is for a wanderer, water's for a new rebirth. So take that train to nowhere, pray to God on faith. Walk that path less traveled if it helps you find your place. Hope is something you hope for. Love is something you need. Belief takes a whole lot of faith, man. Hunger's something you gotta feed. So we drink something to catch that buzz, and we smoke something just to relax. We figure we'll meet the one who's right if we can just get him in the sack. Travel helps you get somewhere, while staying home gets you stay put. The thing that matters the most, I guess, is being wherever life is good. 'Cause hope is something that you hope for, love is something you need. Belief takes a whole lot of faith, man, and life's better with good rum to me. 2, 3, 4. Hope is something you hope for. Love sometimes requires a patch. Belief takes a whole lot of faith, man, and life's an itch that you gotta scratch. Belief takes a whole lot of faith, man, and life's an egg that you gotta hatch. Wrote that song. I just took a whole bunch of hooks, a bunch of little one lines, and I put them together and came up with that right there. Well, we are in Sweetwater, and I wrote this song about growing up in high school in Sweetwater. It's a small town, and small town high schools are just a wee bit different than, say, big city schools. And everybody knows everybody's name in a small town. And this is called Small Town Way. I could use something to drink, a bottle of water or something, if you don't mind. Thank you so much. Forgot about that. Me and Bill and Russell, we're figuring out our dreams on the only 4-lane coming through town. It's a small town Friday night scene. Fights in the Kmart parking lot and backseat rendezvous. Score some beer so we can get drunk. Football team's gonna win or lose. That's a small town high school weekend. Can't say there's nothing to do. Just takes more imagination than a big city demands of you. They don't have a go-kart time. That's a small town high school weekend. Can't say there's nothing to do. Just takes more imagination than a big city demands of you. Don't have a big mall with a go-kart track and a 10-screen Cineplex. Put together at the vacant 5 and dime, hippies, punks, and farming rednecks, and stuck behind the track, relaxing on the traffic jam. Everybody knows everybody's name. It's a different way of going through high school with big dreams in a small town way. As long as someone's got some wheels and at least enough gas, we can head down to the plea cheap beds. We're driving way too fast, pumping that calculated runs right, but you gotta get your own cup. No matter if it's Hank or easy top, down the windows and crank it up. That's a small town high school weekend. Can't say it's nothing to do. Just takes more imagination than a big city demands of you. Don't have a big mall with a go-kart track and a 10-screen Cineplex. Put together at the vacant 5 and dime, hippies, punks, and farming rednecks, and stuck behind the track, dancing on the traffic jam. Everybody knows everybody's name. It's a different way of going through high school with big dreams in a small town way. Jobs at the local grocery store, fast food, or hauling hay. And listen to the local radio, 'cause you know the local DJ. And only just one high school and just one principal too. Sure had to get creative if he didn't care for you. And when a new face would come to town and show up at the school, if it's a girl, she hoped she's smoking hot. If it's a guy, he better be cool. That's a small town high school weekend. Can't say there's nothing to do. Just takes more imagination than a big city demands of you. Don't have a big mall with a go-kart track and a 10-screen Cineplex. Put together at the vacant 5 and dime, hippies, punks, and farming rednecks, and stuck behind school buses on the traffic jam. Everybody knows everybody's name. It's a different way of going through high school with big dreams in a small town way. It's a different way of going through high school with big dreams in a small town way. Oh, you got to rattle that one part off about the go 10 screen movieplex and go-kart track. Don't have all that. Caught my tongue not ready there for a second. That's all right. That's what happens when you laugh. This ain't Memorex. Thanks for the water. We can blame it on that. Go to www.venmo.com/Mark-Haygood-5. Make a donation to the Sweetwater VFW Roof Repair. It's going to take a lot of money. And it starts with things like this. Or go to paypal.me/MarkWayneHaygood. It's at the bottom of your screen right there to make a donation to either one. It's safe, it's secure, and every penny goes to this cause. For my folks out in South Carolina, get on over to harvesthope.org. From the main page, there's a donate button. Click on that. They do so many great things for all of South Carolina and have an office right there in Florence that services the PD. That was badly needed. Thank you. Those first two songs are off. Well, no, the first song was off of my first album called Out of Here. And second album called For Hey Good Time, that Small Town Way, actually appeared on both albums. That's the only song that's ever appeared on two albums with two different bands. And this is off the second album. It was released back in 2015. Recorded it over at Mark Hicks' studio, Trent Studios. Did such a great job on it. He did. And this song, I've told everybody I didn't know whether to call it Missing or Lost, and I played it in Lukenbach. And when I was done, everybody said, well, that song's called Lost. And that was the end of that. I'm going to play that for you now. After I get the tape where it belongs. Got some gum in my pocket, and it keeps, blister pack keeps popping every time. I hung the flyers on every post coming out of the ground. And in every storefront window in every store in this town, the flyers have your picture and a number for someone to call. So I'm sitting by the phone in case somebody saw. 'Cause everyone should know that you're missing. Everyone should know that you're gone. Everyone knows there's a reward if I can just get you back home. The reward ain't for the one who'll bring you back, but I'd gladly pay that cost. The reward belongs to you. I'll change all I've done to make you decide to be lost. I show your picture to every tavern and bar and just plead for a hint or a clue, just a simple lead. I list a billboard with a photo of her used to smile, so every car driving by can see it for a country mile. And everyone should know that you're missing. Everyone should know that you're gone. Everyone knows there's a reward if I just get you back home. The reward ain't for the one who brings you back, but I gladly pay that cost. The reward belongs to you, 'cause I'll change all I've done to make you decide to be lost. I put it on a milk carton, but they don't do that no more. And the folks down at Amber Alert said that is not what this thing is used for. And 911 said you're leaving in a true emergency, but they don't understand. I don't know where you could be, and everyone should know that you're missing. Everyone should know that you're gone. Everyone knows there's a reward. I can just get you back home. The reward ain't for the one who brings you back, but I gladly pay that cost. The reward belongs to you. I'll change all I've done to make you decide to be lost. The reward belongs to you. I'll change all I've done to make you decide to be lost. And this is probably, I'd have to say, the most popular tune off of the latest album, For Hey Good Time. Most requested, I'd say most played. I always announce this song by just saying I was a little bit better when I wrote it. It's called I'd Be Sober. I can listen to sad songs and I don't cry, and I no longer have a problem with goodbye. I can drive past your house and not slow down. I don't wear a frown around this town. I guess what I'm saying is I'm okay that it's over. But if I have a shot of whiskey every time I think about you, I'll be sober. There really is a life after you just up and quit. I know that I can withstand a pretty good hit. And living and laughing, they do still exist, and there's a place what I know that I would always miss. And I guess what I'm saying is I know that it's over. But if I have a shot of whiskey every time I think about you, I'll be sober. Walking down the streets that we used to go, I can go to the places we used to go. Just shake my head and chalk it up to the past. Your memory ain't in the bottom of an old shot glass, no. So I can watch a love story on TV, but it don't make me think about you and me. It's how I know that I am over you. There ain't nothing about you that makes me blue. I guess what I'm saying is I'm glad that it's over. And if I have a shot of whiskey every time I think about you, I'll be sober. If I have a shot of whiskey every time I think about you, girl, I'll be sober. Okay there. All right. So those are all off the last album. The quartermaster for the local VFW is here, and we're proud of his post commander. Excuse me. Got to get my phrase right. And we appreciate him being here. He's the guy I'm going to write the check to when this is all done. Once again, go to the VFW Roof Repair Fund. That's www.venmo.com/Mark-Haygood-5. Or go to paypal.me/Mark Wayne Haygood. Make a donation. Every dollar goes to the VFW Post 2479 to help with roof repair, to start the renovations, to get that thing back open for all of our veterans. This song off of the last CD is called Texas Tumbleweed, and my good friend from South Carolina, Dean Cook, hope he's listening out there. He said, hey, good, you travel so much, you remind me of one of those Texas tumbleweeds. And I said, I like that. I'm going to write a song called Texas Tumbleweed. And so he calling me that was the inspiration for this song, Texas Tumbleweed. It's a nice little waltz tune. It might stick around town for a minute, but then blow right on out in the direction of the wind. It might get stuck, but only for a while, and roll on and on, mile after mile. It's a Texas tumbleweed. It used to be red, but now it grows free. Getting caught up for a minute, but then it's rolling again. It's a Texas tumbleweed. In cities and towns it don't fare well at all, tangled up against something or stuck against the wall. But out in the open, freedom abounds. Only fences and ditches can hope to slow it down. It's a Texas tumbleweed. It used to be red, but now it grows free. Getting caught up for a minute, but then it's rolling again. It's a Texas tumbleweed. So now I know, I realize, watching them as they tumble on by, the same attributes live right here within me. I'm nothing but a Texas tumbleweed. I'm a Texas tumbleweed, 'cause I used to be ready, but now I roll free. Getting caught up for a minute, but then I'm rolling again. I'm a Texas tumbleweed. Only fences and ditches can hope to slow me down. I might get stuck, but only for a while, and I'll roll on and on, mile after mile. Getting caught up for a minute, but then I'm rolling again. I'm a Texas tumbleweed. Yeah. Next up will be I'm gonna try to pay tribute to some of my favorite songwriters or favorite artists that are out there, along with playing songs that I've written. And this is one that's a Cody Jinks tune that I want to do for you. He's got so many great songs out. He's one of my favorites that's out there right now, writing and along with Morning Star and playing great music. He had so many great songs. He had to release 2 albums within 2 weeks last fall. I can kind of relate to this song right here. It's called Same Kind of Crazy as Me. Appreciate everybody with your donations this evening. Every little bit helps. $1 is $1 more than before. I don't go to church on Sunday. I don't go to work on Monday. I sleep until I wake up, whiskey in my coffee cup, and I take what the good Lord gave. That's a shovel that digs my grave. I've never really had a plan. Everybody knows where I stand, and all my friends I see, same kind of crazy as me. There's more colors than red and blue to paint the elephant in the room. We're kissing on about that and this. There's always another ass to kiss, but I believe in freedom rings, and I believe in the songs we sing. I have a funny way of seeing what the world might someday be. Why can't they just let it be? Same kind of crazy as me. There ain't a single thing we own take with us when we're gone. So I'll just walk the earth a while, lend a hand and leave a smile. And who knows how the whole thing is? Can't tell me where it went. So I'll just pray that when I'm done, I'll meet the Father and the Son, and if I'm right, they'll be same kind of crazy as me. There ain't a single thing we own take with us when we're gone. So I'll just walk the earth a while, lend a hand and leave a smile. And who knows how the whole thing is? Can't tell me where it went. So I'll just pray that when I'm done now, meet the Father and the If I'm right, they'll be the same kind of crazy as me. Same kind of crazy as me. Same kind of crazy as me. I like that one. Plenty. Well, this next song is off of the last album. I wrote every song on the last album. I wrote 4 songs on the first album. Paid royalties on the rest of them. And this song, everybody always says, "You had me at hello." You had me, hey, you had me at hello. And I thought, well, what about you had me at hell no instead of hello? This is what came about. Put that there. You can play all hard to get, but I know it ain't all true. When you say yes, it might mean yeah, but I think that no does too. You can shake your head and raise your voice, but all I'm hearing is a lot of noise. I got a problem with the end, a problem with the O in this rhyme. You had me at hell no. Got a problem with the consonant when it's put against that vowel called O. They both form a word I can't comprehend, like trying to tell me maybe a river doesn't flow. You can shake your head and raise your voice, but all I'm hearing is a lot of noise. I got a problem with the end, a problem with the O in this rhyme. Yeah, no. Persistence is a way to get what you want. I know I can change your mind. And those words that don't exist in any dictionary of mine. So I don't care that you flip me off, or the fact that you hold on. You don't have to be nice, you don't have to be kind, you don't have to let me down song. You can shake your head and raise your voice, but all I'm hearing is a lot of noise. I got a problem with the end, a problem with the O in this rhyme. You had me at hell no. You had me at hell no. You had me at hell no. Donations through Venmo and PayPal. Every bit of it goes to the Sweetwater VFW Roof Repair Fund. And you can give a donation secure and safely at PayPal and at Venmo. And at Venmo, look for Mark-Haygood-5. And for PayPal, it's mine is paypal.me/Mark Wayne Haygood. And of course, Haygood has no Y in it. Yes, that's my name on both of those, but it's easily trackable and printable. Every single penny donated is going to go to the VFW. I'm blessed. Many musicians, many artists are giving virtual shows like this, and they need the funds. Their bands need the funds, and you have an opportunity to donate to them. I'm blessed in many ways, and so I'm not doing this to raise money for myself. It's for someone else, and that's why we call it Paying It Forward Through Music. That's the name of this show, Paying It Forward Through Music. It's a just cause, and we're doing it just cause. I'm going to come back to a brand new song off of the next album. First, I'm going to play a tune for you that I was once told I couldn't write a song in 5 minutes, and this song came in 4 minutes and 50 seconds. And I'm going to do that one, and then I'm going to do one off of the new upcoming album. It'll be coming out hopefully sometime early this fall. Sure appreciate you being here, Tommy. Tommy Millett, ladies and gentlemen, Vietnam veteran. And now I called you quarter master, but it's the postmaster, the post commander. I'll get my verbiage right. I know who you are, though. Appreciate you being here. I hope to cut you a good size check. Do what we can. So this song, when I wrote it, at the end, I had everybody who had anything to do with the album come in and sing the chorus one time with me. We even got my dad on there, and then we thickened it up and kind of went with the whole, swaying in a bar with a beer mug kind of feel. It's called "This Song Might Never Have Been." If you'd stayed around longer, if you could pardon my sins, if you had not said goodbye, my dear, this song might never have been. But you left, and you had every reason, justified, just like you said. But you could have gone without saying, I hate you and I wish you were dead. Oh, if you'd stayed around longer, if you could have pardoned my sins, if you had not said goodbye, my dear, this song might never have been. So I picked up the pencil and your goodbye note and scribbled down how you made me feel. Tears on the paper and a pencil broken in two. I wonder what word rhymes with kill. Oh, if you'd stayed around longer, if you could have pardoned my sins, if you had not said goodbye, my dear, this song might never have been. So I guess I should thank you for this little refrain, though I'm torn between wishing you were here and whether or not you even deserve proper credit, or should the royalties all belong to the beer that I'm drinking? 'Cause if you'd stayed around longer, if you could have pardoned my sins, if you had not said goodbye, my dear, then this song might never have been. If you'd stayed around longer, if you could pardon my sins, if you had not said goodbye, my dear, this song might never have been. Number one. You want her to stay, or you want a number one hit out of it? All right. Sounding good out there? Sound all right? And
sounds great.
On your monitor? That's old Ruby. Shoo her away. Ruby, get down. Ruby's trying to get people's food. Oh, now you've got a friend for life then. I'm not sure I can help you now. Well, if I'm going to pay tribute to heroes and of mine, then Waylon Jennings has to be in there. And when we're playing with full band, love to play the, oh my gosh, Only Daddy Can Walk the Line. I've always been crazy. Those that really get into it. I ain't living long like this. But this is a more relaxed setting, and this is I guess my favorite Waylon Jennings ballad off of the same album named Dreaming My Dreams. For all my friends listening in Florence, South Carolina, again, go to harvesthope.org, not .com.org. Click the donate button, and I'm playing music. That's how you can tell me thank you, is make a donation. to Harvest Hope. Or from Florence, South Carolina, you can help with the roof in the Sweetwater VFW as well. You'll be helping a veteran. I hope that I won't be that wrong anymore. Maybe I've learned this time. I hope that I find what I'm searching for, the way it is in my mind. Someday I'll get over you. I'll live to see it all through, but I'll always be dreaming my dreams with you. I won't let it change me, not if I can. I'd rather believe in love and give it away as much as I can to those I understand. Someday I'll get over you. I'll live to see it all through, but I'll always miss dreaming my dreams with you. Someday I'll be over you. I'll live to see it all through, but I'll always miss dreaming my dreams with you. Yes, I'll always miss dreaming my dreams with you.
Sure.
Sure you can. I appreciate it.
Do the golf clap.
And wrote a song called "Moving Through Life," and moving through life is basically about I'm not going to live my life in a recliner, just sitting around with a remote control, channel surfing. I move through life. You see more, you do more. Good and bad things happen, but it's just my way of doing life, my theory on life. So I wrote this song called "Moving Through Life." Standing on a corner ain't ever done much for me. I'm more about moving and changing that scenery. So if you want to have fun, just lace up your shoes and keep the pace I'm keeping. Don't interrupt my view. You can lead or follow or get out of my way. But if you're going with me, it won't look the same each day. Cause I'm two-stepping and waltzing through life. I jet above through the good times, so dance through the strife. I'm running and I'm walking, sometimes I crawl. The one thing I ain't doing it all is sitting in a chair while the whole world passes me by. I'm moving through my life. And I don't mind at all your company. For hey, good time, just come along with me. You're welcome to come and tell them what you'll see. But if you're into staying still, soon you won't see me. I'll get further away till I can't be seen. But don't worry, I ain't gone. I'm just where I need to be. And And that's two-stepping and walking through life. I jitterbug through the good times, so that's it. Stripe. And I'm running and I'm walking and some guns are wrong. One thing I ain't doing it all. Just sitting in a recliner while the whole world passes me by. I'm moving through my life. You don't have to move slow, you don't have to move fast. If you don't move at all, you see nothing but my elbows. And ask me what I'm doing. I'm two-stepping, waltzing through life. I jitterbug through the good times, so dance to the stripe. And I'm running, walking, sometimes I cry. One thing I ain't doing at all. Just sitting channel surfing while the whole world passes me by. I'm moving through my life. I'm moving through my life. Thank you. Hope everybody had a great Memorial Day. Figured the day after Memorial Day, it might work a little better. Everybody might have plans on Memorial Day, so planned it the day after, but sure fitting to raise money for a good cause involving our veterans. So we've got songs coming out on a new album called For Hey Good Change, and I'm going to play you a couple, but they're new, so you're guinea pigs right from the start. And I've had writer's block for a while, and finally one morning I woke up way too early and my mind was racing, and I thought, man, I just can't seem to write a song about anything. And then I thought, well, then why don't I just write a song about nothing? And that's how this thing came about. So we'll get through this here, but you're the first to hear this, and it'll be polished by the time it hits the album. I'm not worried about that part. This is called A Song About Nothing. I can't write a sad song about something when my heart ain't even broke. I'm not missing anyone and I don't feel all alone. Don't have a real good heartache. I'm happy most all the time. So I can't write a sad song about something. No, I can't even write one line. But I can write a sad song about nothing and maybe make it rhyme. So it won't have a mean old girlfriend who loves my best friend, or how I drown my sorrows with whiskey and coming too late again. We won't talk about missing mom and how dad worked his fingers to the bone, or how I sit at the corner of a bar droning on and on. I can't write a sad song about something when my heart ain't even broke. Not missing anyone and I don't feel all alone. I don't have a real good heartache, I'm happy most all the time. So I can't write a sad song about something, no, I can't even write one line. But I can write a sad song about nothing and maybe make it rhyme. I guess I could sing about back roads, drinking beer on my tailgate, or partying with all my good friends, but that's been done to death of late. I can't sing about prison time, I've only been to jail one night. I can't even make a story up about losing a barroom fight. I can't write a sad song about something when my heart ain't even broke. Not missing anyone and I don't feel all alone. Don't have a real good heartache, I'm happy most all the time. So I can't write a sad song about something, no, I can't even write one line. But I can write a sad song about nothing and maybe make it rhyme. So what if I wrote a song about nothing? I've heard its work before. Some guy named Seinfeld wrote a show about nothing with his friend George. If I wrote a sad song about nothing, it might just seem a bore. but maybe I wouldn't have writer's block. Sad times were more in store. I can't write a sad song about something when my heart ain't even broke. I'm not missing anyone, I don't feel all alone. I don't have a real good heartache, I'm happy most all the time. So I can't write a song about something, no I can't even write one line. But I can write a sad song about nothing, maybe I'll make it rhyme. There you go. Well, y'all heard it first. Y'all heard it first. That's worth a donation. Oh, cool. We've done Waylon. So you know we're going to do Willie. And so I'm going to do my wife Becky's favorite Willie Nelson song. I have to be crazy to stop all of my singing and never play music again. I swear I was a fool. I grabbed up a top hat and ran out, chased down the wind. It'd have to be weird to grow me a beard just to see what the rednecks would do. I'd have to be crazy, or I'm out of my mind, fall out of love with you. I know I've done weird things, told people I hear things when silence was all that about. Days where it pleased me to be on my knees, following hands as they crawl across the ground. Been insane on the train, but that's still me and me. The place where I hold you is true. So I know I'm alright, 'cause I'd have to be crazy to fall out of love with you. You know I don't intend to. Should there come a day and I should say I don't love you, you can just lock me away. It sure would be dingy to live in an envelope, waiting alone for a stab. Swear I was local to rub for a genie while burning my hand on the lamp. And it may not be normal, but nobody is. So I'd like to say before I'm through, I have to be crazy, or I'm out of my mind to fall out of love with you. I have to be crazy, or I'm out of my mind to fall out of love with you. There you go. Well, it's the top of the hour, so we're going to lose the Texas Country Music Association. They've got another event at the top of the hour. But I just want to tell you, if you love Texas country music, you need to be a member of the Texas Country Music Association. So many great things. They have the Texas Country Music Charts. They have a Texas Country Music TV that shows videos. They have a streaming radio that plays Texas country music, Red Dirt, Americana as well. And most important, they really support independent artists, and they really support Texas country music. Go to Texas Country Music Association and do it. Put it in your search bar in Facebook. It'll be the first thing that pops up. And also go to their website and check out all of the wonderful things, and it expands every year. We had the pleasure of going to the Texas Country Music Association Awards show last year and just had a blast. And look forward to hopefully being able to go back again this year as well with my show Planet Texas. And they just, Linda and Richard and everybody involved with it, just do such a super job with the association. Check that out. I want to get that in. I hope I got it in before they had to move on to the performer that is performing next. However, we're still streaming on my page and on Planet Texas /virtual open mic. And so bounce over to one of those or start a watch party. Encourage others to donate. It's all for a great cause. This is a very historic building. I put a whole bunch of pictures on here, and it's just been moving around like a slideshow of pictures of the inside of the VFW, the outside of the VFW, people having a blast at the VFW, and the video doesn't look like it's doing it justice. And so we'll know next time, maybe use a projector or something. But there's Tommy right there in that picture, and Brian Gilmore, and there's Chris Myers with his daughter. That's to represent the VFW is for all ages, by the way. But some wonderful memories have been made of VFW, and it just has to have a new hat. If you don't have a floor and you don't have a roof, you really don't have anything. And so this is not a cosmetic thing. This is a structural thing. And that's why they had to shut it down for now. So we're raising money so that we can get the roof on it and clean it up and just get back out there. It's some of the best live music around. It's the best wooden dance floor for miles around. And you can make a donation at Venmo. And at Venmo, search for Mark-Haygood-5. At PayPal, it's Mark Wayne Haygood all together. Make a donation. Every single penny goes to Post 2479, the historic Sweetwater VFW. Okie doke. Well, we can do a couple more, 2 or 3 more. We said it'd be an hour, but I know somebody'd kill me if I didn't do "Not Broke." "Not Broke" is a song I wrote in a hotel. It's actually one of those where you stay by the week. It was anything but a hotel. It was on the outside of Nashville, and everything inside the place pretty much was broke. And I sat down and wrote this song called "Not Broke." Play harmonica on this one, don't I? Brought the harmonica out. Better put it on. Oh, Ruby. Marilyn Coos is in the house too, folks. They've been out. They put out flags for Memorial Day on Friday. Y'all do that on Friday or Thursday? Friday. And today went and got them all up. Got 2 broken strings on this broke down guitar, a broke down truck that don't take me very far. So I sit in this chair, it's broken in the back, looking out a broke window that started with the crack. Everything's broke, or so it might seem, but my heart ain't broke, so none of that means a thing. I got a broke bank account that ain't got no funds, a broke AC that don't hardly ever run, a broke TV that won't come on at all, and a broken lamp at the end of the wall. Leaves it pretty dark like you can't see a thing, but you're the only light that'll really ever leave. No tunes, no wheels, nowhere to sit, no view, no cash, no pool, no light, no booze, too, but that's okay. We can all go up and smoke, 'cause we're all good and my heart ain't broke. I got a broke down iron that won't ever get hot, a broken coffee maker with a broken coffee pot, a broken microwave can't even make the corn pop. Seems like everything is broken that I've got, but there ain't no broken promises between you and me, so there really ain't nothing broke as far as I can see. No tunes, no wheels, nothing in the world said no view, no cash, no cool, no light, no food, to no iron or a coffee, or radiation drill. Everything around me is broken still. That's okay, we can all go up and smoke, and we're all good and my heart ain't broke. Nothing works or runs and that would bother some folks, but we're all good and my heart ain't broke. Everything around me is a mess and a joke, but we're all good and my heart ain't broke. Thank you. Let's see. Let's see the next tune. The next tune that I've got here, I believe, is "Real Delivery Man," which will be off the new album. The inspiration behind this song, and this will be on the new album, is especially with the coronavirus and everything going on. We have gone to ordering things online and having them delivered to our house. Now, it's been way popular before coronavirus, but it sure has been more convenient since all of it started and we were asked to stay home. So the people that show up with your packages are usually in a brown truck, like a UPS, or a red and blue truck, FedEx, or a blue and green truck, FedEx Ground. And we're so happy to see them. We call them Santa Claus. And hey, thanks, Santa Claus. And we thank them, as they're ringing the doorbell and walking away. And I've wanted forever to write a trucking song. And my inspiration for this was thinking, we thank those guys who bring it to the door, but the real delivery man is the person who backs up to the warehouse, fills your order that you placed online, and trucks it down the highways and interstates day and night to get it to the UPS or FedEx guy who brings it to your door. So those guys are real heroes. And I thought, well, I've always wanted to write a trucking song. And this kind of makes it a modern trucking song because we're talking about them hauling things you order online. So it's called The Real Delivery Guy. Here it goes. I drink that truck stop coffee, listen to that diesel sound, and all those years of jamming between cities and small towns. I found it. And the pine trees pass like a blur, I chase that desert sky. So you'll get your online order soon, I'm your real delivery guy. You sit at your computer and add things to your car. So I'm hauling down the highway in both daylight, dusk, and dark. Tracking history says it ships, so you track my every move. And I sleep in a cabin and exit route, so you'll get your stuff by noon. I drink that truck stop coffee, there it is. Listen to that diesel sound. And all those years of jamming between cities and small towns. And the pine trees pass like a blur, or I chase a desert sky. So you'll get your online order soon, I'm your real delivery guy. I thank you for your business and all these things that you buy that keep me chasing white lines, cause you ordered it using Prime. It shows up in a brown truck, maybe red or green and blue, but it's me who left that warehouse to haul your stuff to you. I drink that truck stop coffee and I listen to that diesel sound. And all those years of jamming between cities and small towns. And the pine trees pass like a blur, or I chase that desert sky. So you'll get your online order soon, I'm your real delivery guy. So you keep right on clicking, your order they'll be picking, and load it right on my rig for you. And I'll get right on that interstate while you stand at your door and wait. Yeah, I'm the real delivery guy, it's true. I drink that truck stop coffee and I listen to that diesel sound. And all those years of jamming between cities and small towns. And the pine trees pass like a blur, or I chase the desert sky. So you'll get your online order soon. I'm the real delivery guy. Oh, you'll get your online order soon. Hey, I'm the real delivery guy. Had to find it. Can't wait to get some good instrumentation behind that for a trucking song. Dale Watson is the guy who made me think I wanted to write a trucking song, and I wanted to have it written by the time he played our wedding down in there, and it just wasn't ready then, but it's ready now. And I think the timing's right for it, with everybody ordering so many things online these days. Well, let's see. Let's do a couple more. I want to do a Robert Earl Keen tune for you. We're told if there's not a second wave, we're kind of on the other side of the hill on this thing, and we sure hope so. We pray so. And Robert Earl Keen has a song called "It Feels So Good, Feeling Good Again," and that's what I want to. That's what I want all of us to be able to feel, and sooner is better on that. So we'll do a Robert Earl Keen tune for you called "Feeling Good Again." Standing down on Main Street across from Mr. Blues, my faded leather jacket and my weather-broke boots. A still north wind was blowing as spring was coming on. I wondered to myself just how long I had been gone. I strolled across on Main Street, walked down a flight of stairs. I stepped into the hall and saw all my friends were there. A neon sign was flashing, welcome, come on in. It feels so good, feeling good again. My favorite band was playing Otis Redding song. When they sang the chorus, everybody sang along. Dan Margarita were swaying side by side. I heard the bird voice, I guess I let that slide. I wish I had some money with which to buy around. I wish I'd guessed that paycheck before I came down. I reached in my pocket, found 3 20s and a 10, and it feels good, feeling good again. There was old man Perkins sitting on a stool, watching Butch, Jim, and John talking loud, playing pool. The boys from Silver City were swinging by the fire, singing like they thought they were that tabernacle choir. And I wanted you to see it all, I wished you were there. I looked across the room and saw you standing on the stair. And when I caught your eye, I saw you break into that grin. It feels good, feeling good again. I wanted you to see it all, I wished you were there. I looked across the room and saw you standing on the stair. And when I caught your eye, I saw you break into a grin. It feels good, feeling good again. I wanted you to see it all, I wished you were there. I looked across the room and saw you standing on the stair. And when I caught your eye, I saw you break into a grin. And it feels good, feeling good again. It feels good, feeling good again. Hey guys, how are y'all? My neighbor made it over. Did you call the law or just come on yourself? I called the law. We have 2 Vietnam veterans on the back porch now. I'm very proud of that. Very appreciate their service so much. And 2 veterans, and here we are for a good cause. And Ruby's the welcome wagon every time. Well, Ruby's gonna welcome them in. I'm gonna do a kind of a funny song I wrote. It's just really more of a ditty, a short song, um, and it's called "Social Distance Love," and it'll be the one after this one. If you scroll that up for me, anything that's off the new album's gonna be on this teleprompter because I don't trust myself. Right there, that'll work. Anything from the previous albums or any of my favorite artists, it's just you and me, Kim. And which there's been a couple bumps with that too. But the songs that are on the album that's coming up, got them right here. So this is more of a ditty than it is a song. I just wrote it when we first got quarantined, feeling a little silly one day. It's called "Social Distance Love." It's not very long. Oh, Corona. Uh-oh. Come back down one for me. Becky on the teleprompter, everybody. Come on down. Come on down. Whoa, right there. That'll work. Love it. Thank you. Corona, why do you want to cause this pain and hurt? You got the whole world on alert. We collectively hate you worse than any other virus or flu. And when we all work together, you gotta go. Oh, Corona, talk to Ebola. You'll find you can't compete with all our abilities to be the way you've made us. Give up all the things we love. And that's reason enough, Corona, you gotta go. Oh, Corona, we got on the phone and all agreed as one to just stay at home. And while we pray for a cure to be in store, we know there'll be a day when you are no more. So do not hoard your toilet paper, y'all. Instead, share and rise above it all, and we'll beat this thing with social distance love. Oh, coronavirus, you cannot beat us, 'cause we'll beat this thing with social distance love. Yeah, we'll beat this thing with social distance love. That won't go on the next album, I don't think, but it's just a little thing I decided to put together when you're staying at home a whole lot. So, all right, well, let's see. I'm going to wrap it up. We've been going here about an hour and 20 minutes. I want to say one more time, please make a donation to the local VFW roof project. And you can do that at my PayPal, and I'm going to give them every penny. And it's paypal.me/Mark Wayne Haygood, or at my Venmo, which is Mark-Haygood-5. And those are secure and safe ways to do it. And you can print out every transaction. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to hand the VFW that amount of money. And $1 makes a difference. $5 makes a difference. $200 gets me at your house playing music for you in your backyard. Appreciate everyone tuning in. This last song I'm going to do for you. I started the all of this evening with a song called "Hope," because out of everything we're going through with the pandemic, we cling to hope. And then also the VFW, we're hoping sooner, not later, that those doors are open and the sound of music is flowing, and everybody's having a great time and showing veterans a great time and their appreciation for veterans as well. And that's a great location and a very historic location where it's been done for so long to do so. So we started with hope, and I want to end with hope. And this song I wrote is called Hope, stands for hoping, holding on to prayer every day. And I actually wrote this song after someone had lost their battle with life of their own doing, and it was somebody I knew, and it moved me to write this song for folks just to hold on to prayer every day. And if you take those words, hold on to prayer every day, the acronym is HOPE. So we started with hope. Hope is something you hope for, off of my first album. And now we're going to conclude with this song about hope. And this song will be on the next album. And I hope that it means something to anybody who's struggling, because with all the quarantine and everybody having to stay home, there's plenty of inward struggles going on. And our veterans feel that struggle many times as well. So this is the perfect song to end with. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. This got me something to be excited about, because we're not booking shows, we're not going out playing, and putting this together gave me something to get excited about, and it's definitely for a great, great cause. All seems lost, and all seems gone, when it seems there's no handle to grab on, when hands slip loose from the grip of life, those same two hands can help restore your life. Press those hands together, lock your fingers tight, and keep your hands together throughout the fight. And hold on to prayer every day. When it feels there is no light, just stop and pray. Like darkness disappears for a brand new day, loneliness and problems also fade away. If you hold on to prayer every day, hope stands for holding on to prayer every day. Then comes a new day, dark fades to bright. If your hands are still together, no harm comes in the night. Hope shines a light that lets you see that when it seems all is lost, there is a way to break free. Hold your hands, get on your knees. It's like grabbing for another hand. Despair can be set free. Then hold on to prayer every day. When it feels there is no light, stop and pray. Like darkness disappears for a brand new day, loneliness and problems also fade away. Hold on to prayer every day. Hope stands for holding on to prayer every day. And be joyful in that hope, and be patient through the strife, and never stop praying, never stop believing. You'll see there's a purpose for your life. every day. Hope stands for holding on to prayer every day.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yay.
Roll it back just a little bit. Thank you very much. This bridge, be joyful in that hope, be patient through the strife, and never stop praying. That's taken from Romans 12:12. You should be joyful in great times. You should be patient during bad times, and you should pray unceasingly. Everyone, have a great rest of your week. Donate. We're going to leave this feed up. Call and ask others to donate. Text and ask others to donate. It's for a great cause. We want to see the money roll in. Everybody be safe. Continue to be safe. Do what we're supposed to do so we can go back to doing what we want to do sooner. God bless everyone and good evening.
Yay. Good job.